Class, welcome to the end of week 2, beginning of week 3. We are 1/3 of the way through our class. It's going very fast for me, and I bet it's going quickly for you too. Today is Sunday, so you should be finishing up the form 2.7 in your end of week journal. Something I want you to know, under week 2 additional resources, I have here for you some example rhetorical analysis papers and our PowerPoint recordings of our conference from earlier this week if you are unable to attend. On Monday I will give you feedback on form 2.7, and I want you to be sure to read over that feedback as well as the feedback on the Google document from 2.5. Hopefully my comments and feedback will give you a better understanding of what I'm looking for on the paper for this assignment and allow you to see not only what you did well on or need to think more about, but to learn more from my comments to the other students as well. If you have any questions as you work today or into week 3, please feel free to ask. I know this information can be difficult, and I'm here to help you work through it. If it's a question the whole class might be interested in, please go ahead and use the What's the Deal With form up here at the top of our Moodle page. Or if the question is a more personal one, go ahead and shoot me an email. Looking into week 3, we have our mandatory writing conferences on Monday and Tuesday. In those we will be discussing your ideas for your rhetorical analysis papers or going over a draft of it if you have one. If you're having trouble finding a speech for the rhetorical analysis paper, please check out AmericanRhetoric.com. Here you can find explanations about rhetoric and rhetorical analysis, as well as many good speeches to choose from. As you think about a speech for this paper, choose one that is long enough for you to have enough information to write about, as well as one that interests you and that you understand. If it's not long enough, you'll have trouble meeting your page limit and digging deep enough to write this paper well. And if you're not interested in your speech or topic, or you don't understand it, that will show through too. So take some time and choose wisely. As I mentioned, we'll be discussing your speech choices, looking over any draft of pre-writing you've done, and answering your questions in our mandatory meetings on Monday and Tuesday. To access the sign-up sheet, click on 3.2. You'll click here to sign in and access the sheet using your SNU email account information. We're also going to be doing these conferences on Google Hangouts, which you have access to through your SNU email. Please watch this video and follow the instructions so you'll be ready to go for our conference. This video may take you 15 to 30 minutes to go through, so please give yourself enough time. On the day of the conference, I'll send you an invitation via our email to our Google Hangout. The link to enter the Hangout can be found right beside the link in the invite. Click there on your sign-up time only so that you'll be sure not to enter on top of someone else's conference. Now let's look over our assignments for week 3. I want you to be sure you note this reading in your book, They Say, I Say. This reading gives you templates for participating in a conversation, which will help you give better responses to your classmates on the form beyond, I agree, that sounds great, and will help you as we begin our argument paper in week 4. Also this week, you have your rhetorical analysis draft due on Thursday and a couple of forum posts. On Form 3.4, I want you to pay careful attention to the information on scholarly versus popular sources. Popular sources are the ones you might find on the internet search. Some of them are credible and okay to use in your papers, as you will find out, but I want you to focus also on finding many good scholarly or peer-reviewed sources too. Those sources are ones that have had multiple experts review the articles before they are published. For example, if I were to write an article and send it to a scholarly journal, they would then send it out to 2 to 4 other professors or experts in the field. Those experts would comment on my paper and give me possible revisions to make on my paper before the journal would publish it. These are the type of sources I want you to use for the foundation of your paper. A few popular sources are okay, but for your argument paper you'll begin working on in week 4, I want most of your sources to be peer-reviewed, which you'll find using the school library's databases. On Sunday, you also have your responses due to the forums on 3.4 and 3.5, as well as the academic integrity assignment and your journal. As I mentioned last week, there is also an extra credit forum for you to help brainstorm about ideas for the Comp2 blog or website. This site is to help you gain experience for writing to a larger audience than just your teacher. As you write your last few papers, especially your argument paper, I want you to consider a specific audience that extends beyond your classmates and I. Having the possibility to publish your well-written paper on our website will hopefully help you consider this other audience. Please check out that form and give your input and earn some extra credit toward one of your assignments this week. Looking at week 3, I want you to notice that the assignments are clustered on Thursday and on Sunday. These assignments all take a considerable amount of time to do well, so please do not leave them all to the Thursday or Sunday night. You'll be pretty miserable if you do, and won't be able to really absorb and learn the information like you need to. If you have any questions as you work through your assignments, do not hesitate to email me. I don't expect you to just work through them with no additional help or input. I'm here to help you learn and succeed. Please don't let your questions and problems pile up until you get behind in the class. Ask me as soon as you begin to feel lost or need help. Like I mentioned before, I at least check my email in the afternoons, but since it comes to my phone, I'm often able to answer much sooner than that. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours, it means I didn't get your message. I was a question asker when I was a student, so I promise you I don't mind your questions. I look forward to meeting with you in our conferences on Monday and Tuesday. Have a great week.